All right. Good evening, everyone. Um, Terry Davis, in case y'all didn't know, but I'm sure y'all do. But I'm so excited to get started on this GoPro training because this book really put a lot of things into perspective for me. It basically, I think I was introduced to it a little bit in 2015, and from there was a lot of stuff that I was asking I wasn't completely sure of in the beginning, but this book just kind of helped me get a better understanding of exactly what we should be doing, because most of you guys know we are not taught entrepreneurship in general. There's not like a rule of thumb. A lot of us come from different backgrounds that have no type of sales per se experience. So just talking to people and knowing how to present yourself the best way, marketing things, like, we don't really know. And this book to me really helped me understand the industry, and at the same time it kind of gave me some ideas of how to talk to people a little bit better and how to just approach things, even though we're not on those chapters yet. But the further we get in this book, it gets really, really good. So I hope everybody got a chance to listen to the first section that we're going to talk about tonight. So tonight we're going to talk about the intro and chapter 1 to kind of just get things going. But with the intro, when Eric was telling his story about when he first started the business, how he was just trying to, he relied on basically a minimal work ethic, and basically he wanted luck to try to get there to see if he could, be successful. I just want you guys to kind of think about that. How many of y'all, when you first started this business, some of you are just kind of thinking, oh, I'm going to find one person that's going to just know everybody, or, you kind of started thinking about things in a way that weren't completely like, oh, I'm going to be the one working so hard, but I'm trying to just kind of put myself in a good position to where this is just going to kind of make sense and work itself out. And I'm just going to basically, put in very, very few hours, make a couple of phone calls, but I'm just hoping that it works. And that's the thing I see, and a lot of us see. When a lot of people start network marketing, let me double check that goes in this chapter, because my chapters are confusing. Okay. When we start in this business, a lot of times we don't necessarily understand the value of the work ethic with this business. Okay, no, that's chapter 2, the words that I'm getting. So a lot of us kind of start just hoping for the best, not really with the right mindset. And so, with that being said, that's kind of where the shift needs to change, which is why I really wanted to do this now, because there's going to be, like I'm saying, when we get out of conference, the skills that we're going to master right now for as a team are going to catapult us further than you guys can even understand. So, but like I said, in the beginning, people that join this business, I notice a lot of times people, they hear the money and that sounds good, but they don't realize that work that's going to go behind it. Everybody thinks about, oh yeah, I want to be, I want to make 6 figures. I want to be a 7-figure earner, all of that. But at the end of the day, even though this is a better way, you can get there faster than traditionally. You don't have to invest so much. You still have to put in work. Now, that's the thing. Most people kind of just, oh, well, if I didn't get to, let's just say, for instance, when I first started, I did have a $10,000 bonus that I could have got in my first 3 months. I didn't get it. Some people don't get their bonus in 3 months, and get so frustrated, like, this doesn't work, I'm done. But let's think about this, guys. Y'all who have jobs, or when you did used to work, how many of y'all really got a $10,000 bonus in 3 months? That usually doesn't happen. So why do we not put enough work in this, or give this enough time to grow? Because, we get frustrated and we miss a deadline, versus us trying to really see what this opportunity can bring to us. Because, y'all, things are going to come and go. For us in our business, the bonuses are great, but they're just the cherry on the top. Really, what you should be doing this for is the residual. So when somebody says they're making, triple diamonds are averaging $89,000 to $10,000 a month, that's residual. That doesn't include a bonus. So do you want a bonus that could just be gone? Or do you want residual every single month? Do you want to get a $10,000 bonus once, or do you want to make $10,000 every single month? Think about that. So the residual is what we're really doing this for, but a lot of times we don't come in with the right mindset. And I'm not saying that we should, because we don't know. We just joined this opportunity. We're looking for something different and we just don't know. And that's kind of how Eric was in the beginning of the book. It sounded good. He went hard for 3 months and then he kind of stopped, and then his money stopped because he stopped working it. He just assumed that it was going to continue to keep going, but that's not how it is. You have to still work. There's not too many successful people in this world that I know really live life on the beach, drinking, margaritas all day and never work. Like, there's very, very few people. Y'all just think about it. Like, Oprah works hard. Think about the celebrities, even if, let's just say, it's a celebrity athlete. They work hard in the off season. They go to work. They put in, time in the weight room. They put in time perfecting a different jump shot or whatever it is, it may be. People still go to work, but then they still, from what they do, they're able to live a life that they enjoy. So the work part, we all kind of forget about. We just see the glitz and the glam, but we don't see, what they did to get there. So with that else being said, I'm trying to think something else. And so at the end of the intro, Eric was saying he finally was watching people and how did they get to be where they were? And he realized, I'm laughing at your son, Paula. They realized that, you have to be an expert. You have to become an expert, in this to be really successful. And that's another thing that's going to dictate how successful do you want to be? No matter where you want to be financially, you're still going to have to learn these basic skills. They're pretty basic, but we're going to get there. But even if you want $500 a month, if you want $5,000, $50,000, you got to learn the skills. So that's the thing. If you're thinking about your life and you want to always have full control, you want to be in total control of your finances, your freedom, your family time, whatever it may be, and you want network marketing to be the vehicle to bring you there, you have to make a decision. I'm going to become an expert on this. You have to decide that you are going to put the time in to master this. When you think about it with schooling, guys, when people go to medical school, they don't go for 1 month. They don't go for 4 years. Anybody that has a PhD and they're a doctor from the PhD or an MD, whatever, people that do PhD programs still took 8 years of school. So they became an expert in their field. And I say that because I started thinking about it after I got my bachelor's degree. I got my bachelor's degree in microbiology, and I was thinking to myself, but I don't even have to retain any of this information. I can't even say in my mind I'm a microbiologist because I just memorized what I needed to know for the test. I don't know this stuff. I don't keep it in my memory. It was just to get me through to get the degree. So a person with a bachelor's degree, 4 years of work does not have, you might have remembered a little bit, but you're nowhere close to a master in whatever subject is that you got that degree in. Then your master's degree, that's another 1.5 to 2 years. You are mastering it. You're getting better, but that's more time you're putting in that specific, area. Then the PhD, you're becoming a doctorate. You went to school for 4 more years at least to get it down. So people are taking 8 years in the real world to become real life experts. Or like you said, 10,000 hours equates to expertism is what I'm gonna call it. But with this, we don't want to do that because we're not really, sometimes we forget to treat this like the business that it is. Each and every one of you owns a multi-million-dollar business. Your business is capable of paying you multi-millions of dollars. So, if you thought about that and you started your business and you had to pay $100,000 to get started, I just kind of want you to think, would you be working harder to make that 100K back than you're working in your It Works business right now? Because I can say for myself, some days, yeah, I need to be working harder. But, we don't think about it because it was only a $99 investment. So some of us are like, it was $99. I've blown $100 before. but you don't realize you really are owning a multi-million-dollar business that can pay you millions if you work it like you should, if you learn the skills to get you there. But also think about it, y'all. Multi-millions, that doesn't come overnight. That don't come in 1 year. Some people, I mean, some of the people with It Works are taking 2 to 5 years on average to hit the $1 million club. That means they've earned a total of $1 million, and then they can start earning it more. But that's the thing, even 2 to 5 years to earn $1 million, that's pretty fast. But not only that, that is work that you got to put in to get there. So like I said in the beginning, we have to make decisions and decide to become experts in multi-level marketing, in network marketing. And, you just got to make a decision. Are you willing to, attain the skills necessary to become successful like you want to have? Because I can't answer that question for anybody. You have to decide on your own. Are you willing to find the skill set to make, 6 figures, $1 million, whatever it is that your goal is? Leave your job. So I just want y'all to think about that. Did anybody else kind of take anything out of the intro? Even though he just kind of got started and talked about, like I said, his journey. Did anything stick out to any of y'all that y'all want to share before we go into chapter 1? Okay. So chapter 1, network marketing isn't perfect. It's just better. Well, Keita, you can say something. Keita, where you going to speak?
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to. I hit the wrong button. I'm trying to get my headphones to work.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Chapter 1, network marketing isn't better. Sorry, network marketing isn't perfect. It's just better. Okay, guys, I think like what he says in the very beginning of this and makes this list. I want y'all to think about that. If you had to create, what you don't want from a job or a career, did you start creating stuff similar to the list? Like in your perfect ideal life, you wake up every morning. People usually say they don't want no boss. They don't want to have a commute. They don't want an alarm clock. They don't want to deal with other employees. They don't want to deal with the politics in the office. They don't want to have to compromise things. They don't want to deal with discrimination. They don't want to have an educational requirement, to make a certain amount of money. Is there anybody that would disagree that, those are things that you don't want to have to deal with at work? Or is there even anything else y'all would like to add to that, does not fit into y'all's ideal job? Trying to think for myself. Even me, I mean, I guess I would call it the compromise. I don't like people telling me when, like I didn't like asking, oh, my kid is sick. I need to take him to the doctor. Can I get off? Or, my child has a program. Can I go watch her, do her kindergarten program? I didn't like asking for those type of things for my family. That to me was like, I became a mama for a reason, and I'm going to do what I want to do because it's my family. So, do any of y'all have anything else that you can think of that, like, when you think about your perfect job, you don't want to do to kind of, live out that perfect life?
I agree, Terry. I think that would be the number one thing for me, is that because life happens, and especially for me with ministry, when things are going on with ministry, I don't want to have to choose between doing my job and doing what I need to do for the ministry. So that freedom of time is a big thing for me.
Okay. Okay, so now on the other side of that, start thinking about what are things that are part of your ideal career, your ideal work environment every single day. And so I'm just going to read it off because I do have my book. And it's better than just I can read it faster than I could have listened to the audio. But, you know, you want to do something with your life that's positive. You want to have a great product or a great service, because some people, I'm just randomly throwing this out there. Let's just say you work somewhere fast food, and you might just know your food isn't real. You know what? You might not feel the best about serving it to people every day because you know it ain't real and it ain't good for them. So that's just, you know, something that kind of counteracts that. But like I said, you know, you have a great product or a great service. You know, you want to have unlimited income potential. You want to have residual income. You know, you want to enjoy the people that you work with. You want to have time freedom. You know, you want it to be something meaningful. You want to have personal growth throughout this. You want to have lots of perks. You want to have an international business per se. Some people do, some people don't. But, you know, you want to have contributions to worthy causes. You want to have low risk, low startup, economy proof, tax benefits, and you want it to be fun. Now, when I say that, I can think about it works in every single category I just read off. And, you know, that's the thing, you know, you want to have something you enjoy doing. And we have to get to that point in our business, because if you're not there yet, you know, something's still missing. Because once you get excited and you enjoy doing what you do, people will see that passion and they will be excited just from that. So most of you guys know, you know, the products are great. I'm going to start being more vocal with how I feel about those. But y'all know I love the opportunity, because I hated everything I read a second ago about the other job, the commute, the alarms, the commitments, all of this stuff, the cap on the income. So for me, I am very, very, very passionate about this opportunity, because it works for anybody. Anybody can come in this business and be successful if they're willing to gain the skills needed to be successful. So for me, I love the opportunity and I share it all the time. And that's probably the majority of the posts on my page. But with that being said, I know this opportunity has everything that I just named. Heck, probably even some more. I had to think about it. This was kind of a big list. But, you know, that's what most people want. Most people want a job like this. It's basically our jobs where we have to translate what we do into what I just read off, because then people will be open to the opportunity. People want to know, oh, I enjoy the people that I work with. You know, I enjoy contributing to worthy causes. I enjoy, you know, having unlimited income potential. Those are the things we have to learn to start projecting more when we're talking about our opportunity, because people don't know that. They just see a rap. And y'all already know that's frustrating, because we're much more than a rap. But does anybody have anything else that they can think of that they would want to add to their dream job? I don't know if he really said travel, but I guess, I mean, there was like, it says international, but that doesn't mean travel. But so, you know, one of the other things that I'm thinking about, well, not the other things, but, you know, now in the chapter, he started talking about the different type of career fields, which I think is very important, because a lot of times for network marketing, like he said in this chapter, it's just better. If you do not believe that this is a better way, you're going to still kind of, you're not going to give it the respect that it deserves. And so, you know, I don't really want to go too hard into this, but he talked about what a blue collar job is. You know, he talked about white collar jobs. I mean, and with work, you already know you have to deal with politics. You have to deal with somebody else telling you where to be, when to be there. A lot of times people think about sales, because we do sell products, but the difference in sales versus network marketing in a company that has true residual, y'all, we get paid. Like our loyal customer program, that's why most people do 3 months at least. Y'all, we get paid off of one person for 3 months. You know, I'm just going to use Charles for an example, because he's right here. You know, when Charles was selling a car, Charles got paid one time, correct, off of the car he sold. Once. He didn't get paid 2 more months when those people were making their payments, he got one paycheck. Versus we get paid over and over and over again when people purchase the products. Not only that, you create leverage, which is, when you build your team. Therefore, when you create that leverage, you still get paid over and over because you showed somebody else how to get paid. So now you still are able to get paid from helping somebody else learn how to get paid. So that's what's different, when people think about traditional sales versus this type of sales. Because, you will have people, and you kind of think about it, because sometimes like, I'm not good at sales. But I feel like that's kind of what they think about, or some other companies. So I'm not going to really name a whole bunch, but there are other companies that are network marketing, but they have to retail, buy their products, and then sell them offhand. And guess what, though? If somebody doesn't come back and order it the next month, they just made one sale. And for me, I don't want to be in a company like that. I'd rather get paid at least 3 months from one person. But really, the products that we have, if people get stuck on greens or something, they're going to want that more than just 1 month. So, that's something, that's where this residual comes in. So I want you guys to just kind of understand the difference between sales and kind of what we have and what we're doing with our business. Because when that month starts over, I guess like on the first of the month, when I wake up, our team already has volume. And that's from sales that people have made throughout the year, or customers are just coming back and just saying, I want to try that new coffee now, or just something. So I already have volume on the first of the month when I wake up, versus if you're a salesman, you got to wake up, put your shoes on, go outside, or do whatever you got to do and get some sales to start making money. So that's the difference between traditional sales and what we do. And for me, I'd rather work hard one time to get somebody loving a product and let them be a customer for life, versus having to go find that next person every day. Yes, we want more customers because that's more income potential. But like I said, most people fall in love and they continue to come back, and you get paid repetitively from that. But did you have anything you want to say about sales? No. Yeah.
That's why it's called better. You get more bang for your buck.
Okay. And he also says you get more bang for your buck. And you can even think about, well, no, that's actually the next topic. So the next option he gave was traditional business ownership. So y'all know I own my own traditional business. Well, I will go back real quick. One thing that I did say about sales. Can a sales career pay the bills? Absolutely. But can it deliver on everything described in that perfect career? No, it's not going to be everything. You're probably going to still have to go, I'm going to use him as an example again. He still had coworkers he had to work with every month. He probably didn't like them all. There was politics going on at the job. So yes, you can make great money, but you're still not in that ideal environment. Versus with this business, you basically control your environment. You decide to be around the positive people. You decide who you let pour into you. So that's the benefit from this. So the traditional business, y'all know I owned a traditional business, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. From my personal experience, I can say traditional business and network marketing, the biggest difference is, I guess for me at the end of the day, who I cared about was me. Because my traditional business, my hair business, when I made sales, when I made money, Terry made money. Nobody else, I didn't, have my job wasn't really benefiting anybody else besides selling a quality product, but I was the only one that could make the financial money from it. Versus with this, yes, I still make money, but I get to show other people how to make money. So to me, I really get to impact people's lives on such a greater scale than what, I would have thought about when I was doing my traditional business. At the same time, with traditional business, I wasn't thinking about other people like that. I'm trying to, eat or be eaten. So I'm just trying to grow my company, and I'm really not thinking about other people. But before I even got there, like he said, step one of traditional business, most people spend their life savings or go into debt to borrow money to get started. That is true. I spent tens of thousands of dollars on a credit card to get my business going. That was a lot of money and it was expensive, y'all. Like, I went in debt. Not many people have to go into debt to start It Works. And if they did have to charge it to a credit card, $100 on a credit card is not the same as $10,000 on a credit card at one time. Not only that, you have enough money coming in or enough products coming in your kit, you can make that $100 right back. I ain't have enough product coming from my first thing to profit money. I couldn't even break even. So let me not even tell that story. But anyway, step one. Well, he says step two, people start taking on leases and different things when they open their business. And then another thing, traditional business, you have to be everything. You might be really good at marketing and sales, but you have to learn to market, sales, accountant. You basically got to be the lawyer. You got to be the person working the computer. You got to be everybody in a traditional business because you started it. You have to have that vision for your company. So you're everything until you can hire people to do that. And then, like I said, step four, the struggle, which we got to work on too to make sure y'all do not feel like that. With traditional business, pretty much you end up feeling like instead of you owning the business, your business owns you. And I know a lot of times with It Works, when you get started, it can be like that. Susan kind of talked about it. Like every time she used to get a message, she used to have to I got a message, I got to answer them back because I'm going to lose this person. This person needs me. We have to start learning with this to start creating boundaries, guys. Like it's perfectly fine. If I told you all, guess what, guys, between 11 to or 12 to 1 o'clock every day, that's like my power hour for Terry, for me to work my business. I don't think any of y'all would be pissed off like, oh my God, she's not available. Like y'all would know that's my time and you respect it. And that's the thing about this business. You can set boundaries, with your team or even with customers. You can get to a point to be like, you know what? I am going to, what's I going to say? I'm going to, after 9 o'clock, I'm not answering business questions. And it's like people have to respect your boundary versus in a traditional business. Typically, if you're trying to make that sale because you spent so much money, if somebody wants to buy your product, you're trying to go meet that demand. But with this, you don't have to feel like that because you don't owe so much money. You don't feel like that. And like they say, a lot of traditional businesses, 95% fail in the first 5 years, guys, because it takes 3 to 5 years to break even. We're not talking about profit here. We have a vehicle that can make profit with your kits in your first week. If you sell everything, you can make profit. And I say that because I have talked to people about different businesses. Not all network marketing companies are built the same. There's a reason I think ours is the best. I've talked to people in different businesses and they're like, oh yeah, this is what the starter kit comes with, or how much the starter kit costs. I'm like, okay, what comes with that? Nothing, just the paperwork, like just the background for you to know what to do. And I was like, you don't even get no products? That's crazy. So I want y'all guys to really know this industry is great, but this opportunity with It Works is better because our CEO and our CNO, when they first started, Mark Pentecost and Pam Souter, they worked in another company. They have lived the life that we're living. So they got to pick and choose what worked for them, what they saw was beneficial, what they saw wasn't, back and forth. So they have structured this business to be all for us to gain, to, be able to get as much money as we can, for it to make the most sense. Like our compensation plan is amazing. Even though it might seem like, dang, it's kind of confusing. I don't want to go too much into this, but you guys just don't understand. Some other companies, like we have what's called a hybrid comp plan. Some people have a binary, which means there's 2 legs. You have a power leg, you have another leg. When you have that stuff going on, you get paid not off of your big leg, you get paid off of your other leg. Therefore, it kind of looks deceiving. And some people make a lot of money. Some people don't. And with this, if you work your business and you make it strong, you will make good money, and it doesn't rely upon anybody else. It's all about you and what you put in and how you grow your business. So I just want you guys to know this is an amazing opportunity, and it's set up. They've set us up for success because they've been there. And then the last thing they talk about is the investor, which y'all already probably know. When you invest money into somebody, that don't mean it's gonna work. You have to have a lot of money to be an investor, but it's either gonna flip or flop. And one thing that I did notice, or I've watched before in this video about entrepreneurship, most entrepreneurs, their businesses fail, but it's okay because they keep doing other ones. So in a way, when I think about that, investors are spending money, the business might flip and it might do nothing, but they have enough money to keep doing that. So when you're an investor, when it's good, it's good. But if something hits the wrong way, then it's bad. So, when you think about that, none of those job types offer what we have with network marketing. And like I said, the new economy, it's different. Most people are paid. Well, I'll ask y'all, how many of you guys, get a raise on your job based on performance? Do y'all have evaluations and they say like, if you get a 3 or whatever they do based on your evaluation at work, do you get a raise or you get more of a raise? How many of y'all have that at your job that you're at right now currently? Okay, Tasha said her. So I know for me, when I worked at Vanderbilt, we had a yearly evaluation. We were able to, they had to rate us between 1 to 5s. If you made a 3, average, they still averaged them off. You got a 3, you might have got like a 2% raise, I guess, maybe. If you got a 4, maybe it was a 2.5. If you got a 5, maybe it was a 3%. So when you're thinking about it, you're thinking about the raise, you might be like, oh, that's pretty decent raise. Right. You're getting points off of the point system, and so you're getting a performance raise. Sorry, I'm reading the comments at the same time. Okay, Erica gets performance bonuses. Keita said yes too, and Stephanie, I used to work under that system. Right. So that's how a lot of things are and things are moving to. And it would seem decent, but let me tell y'all something. When I got like a 2%, let's say you make $20 an hour and you get a 2% raise, that's 40 cents. That's 40 cents. And 40 cents in 40 weeks. So 40 cents on a 40-hour week comes out to be $16. It comes out to be $832 a year. So I say that to say, a lot of times people get so stuck on, let's just say you get frustrated, you don't want to do it works, but you staying at your job, you're making $20 an hour, you get a 2% raise. For 40 cents, you're happy because you're thinking in your mind your raise. Okay, guys, on the whole year, you're getting at $832. Y'all could be executive for 6 months and make more than that. You could go Ruby and have a nice Ruby paycheck for 2 months, and you still made more than $832 for the whole year. So when you start thinking about it like that, those raises, like they say all the time, the raises in your salaries are the bribes for you to forget your dreams. Y'all are worth so much more than a couple of cents raise. And that's typically how it is. So, but I brought that up to say with the new economy, we get paid typically on performance base, and or we get raised on performance base. Sorry. And so basically we get paid on it. And for even some people, they said that they've switched it up to where they'll tell you, you're supposed to make 60K, but they'll change it down to 50 because they know somebody else will work that job for 50. And then they'll change it to be like, okay, your base salary though is going to be 20,000. And then you have options based on your performance to earn the additional 30,000. So you can get to the 50, but it's based on your performance. It's not guaranteed. you can make 50,000 if you do everything we tell you to do and go above and beyond. And, you know, that's basically the new age of how systems are kind of starting to change to, based on performance. And when you think about it, at the end of the day, network marketing is all about performance, but your pay is unlimited. You're not confined to what they want to give you. You perform well one month, you get a whole bunch of customers, you might get, you know, a bigger paycheck. You start growing your team, you teach other people, you get a bigger paycheck. You know, that duplication turns into the performance. So, you know, think people are already doing this, but you're not getting paid that much for it. So why not, you know, just do it yourself and get paid for your performance with your own business that you can make unlimited amounts of money. I'm trying to catch up, make sure I know where I'm going. Does anybody, before I find the next thing to say, does anybody, you know, have anything from chapter 1 that you've read that kind of stuck out to you that maybe you want to share? Or yeah, or you want to talk about that? Yeah, that kind of stood out. Let me double check on that.
Knowing how unique this business is and special it really is.
Charles said, knowing how unique and special this business really is.
And having to deal with that temporary loss of social esteem. It's like we're really part of like a fraternity or sorority that's just trying to change the world and people's minds.
I think that's chapter 2, so they haven't heard that yet. I took a picture of it. Actually, I took a picture of it today. What chapter was I in? That hold on. Where was that from? That network marketing. Hold on, what page? Give me 1 second, guys. Where did I find that? I don't think we talked about that. But one thing I will say, as far as also the market changing, companies are getting to a point to where they don't want to pay for the marketing. They want to have people that do, you know, go out belly to belly and make the sales. Because a lot of people have already said that, you know, Mary Kay might still sell more makeup, I believe. Tasha might have to quote me on this. More makeup, I think, than like maybe any other brand. They still sell like the most. I know I was looking, they sell in the billions every single year worth of makeup. Because, you know, face to face, referrals and that sells better. Is that correct, Tasha?
It is their main product that has kept and sustained them. Well, there's actually two. One is their emollient night cream, which was the absolute first product that Mary Kay Asher started selling. She made it at home in her kitchen and went door to door selling it. That product has been around forever, and it's one of their staple products. So a lot of people don't even realize that. And their basic skincare line, the 1, 2, and 3. It kills. And because of those two lines, Mary Kay has stayed in business and will stay in business for a very long time. Unique. I mean, all those other products are good, but Mary Kay's already sold that market.
Right. So, you know, belly to belly goes better than just a commercial, because that's the same with like it, you know, when you're marketing online with your business and then you have to you meet somebody in public and they're like, oh, you sell It Works, and now that they see you, you can maybe help them ease their apprehensions, do different things like that. They will buy an order versus what they saw on social media because they didn't really have a person. That's the same as when you watch an advertisement. You hear people, and y'all already know a lot of celebrities get paid to say stuff. So now we're a little bit skeptical, but it kind of works the same way. People want that actual person, and companies know that. And that's why network marketing is kind of like the shift of the future for a lot of companies, because we have network marketing companies, you know, that sell every single thing you can think about. Everything is in network marketing as it is basically at the store now. Pretty much everything. Clothes, you know, probably got shoes. I probably don't even know about it. Clothes. I mean, you got legal stuff. You have paper towels, soaps, deodorants, everything you think of can be sold, is sold in a network marketing business. And another thing I'm gonna say, the world is shifting. You know, people are going more so technology based. So certain jobs, you know, aren't gonna be there like they were before. So it's like being on the shift of what's happening. And like Charles just said, oh yeah, the catch to network marketing. That's the thing I posted in the group too. The catch. You must accept a temporary loss of social esteem from ignorant people. And I want you guys to understand that because, for instance, you know, like they had all that post about Blockbuster, and what was the other one? Blockbuster, Netflix. Did Blockbuster try to sell to Netflix? I can't remember how that went. Either way it goes, y'all know when there was Blockbusters, there was another one up too. They used to have the DVDs and all that stuff that we could rent. And then Netflix came around and all those things started going out of business. But nobody in the beginning, I can't remember the exact storyline on that. I need to find it in the picture. But nobody was on board with in the very beginning. A lot of people were very hesitant because they were, even Redbox, a lot of people were hesitant because that's not what we do. We don't think that's what things are shifting to. Girl, it ain't no more Blockbusters. People don't even know what that is if they never seen one before. Blockbuster does not exist. You know, that whole market got shut down. You already know department stores and different stores are downsizing. What's actually interesting, we were at the gym the other day and the man said like all the vitamin type of shops, a lot of the vitamin shops, even the GNCs, he said those things are starting to close around the country. And I was like, really? He was like, how many did he say? He said 44,000 GNCs? I know. I feel like the guy said he thinks 44,000 GNCs are closing around the United States because the difference with our business, we are customer based. So our customer service is high. We are supposed to be friendly to our customers. We're supposed to care. We're supposed to be there for them. When you walk into some of them stores, the people are just doing their job. They don't care. They're just trying to make some money. Therefore, the customer service isn't high. They're not getting as much sales. And not only that, there's a lot of businesses now that do have, you know, vitamins and different stuff where people can order it and buy it from somebody else. So some of these bigger businesses are going out of business due to this. But you know, in the beginning, people are going to be like, oh, I don't know if I believe in that. That's not, you know, that's not traditional. That's not what we've been conditioned to think. So some people aren't going to get it at first. And it's okay. Because like I just said, the catch to network marketing, you must accept a temporary loss of social esteem from ignorant people. I don't know how else to explain how real that is. But if there ain't nothing else you're going to take from this, I want y'all to remember that. Because first off, our signature product is a very hard product to conceptualize. You have to have a brain cell, a specific one, to understand how our wrap works in itself. So that's one thing. But besides that, to see that people can really make more money from selling a product or promoting a product from their phone than people that get up every day, go to work, put in the hours. That is not how we've been conditioned to think. So people are hesitant and skeptical. And then people are like, oh, it didn't work. No, it's not that it didn't work. People don't work the business like they're supposed to. They didn't put in the work. You know, and when you think about it, like I said, you can look at yourself. If you go to work now and you put in 8 hours a day on your job, you know, do you put 8 hours a day in this business? Do you feel like you worked for your paycheck? Should your paycheck be more based on the work and the effort that you put in? You know, only you can answer that question. So that's how people start having their own perception of this. But in the long run, this opportunity is amazing. Like I said, we already read the pros and the cons, but people aren't conditioned to be entrepreneurs, period. Then let alone let it be network marketing, because in people's minds, you don't own that. But like I said, I started thinking about it. What's the difference in a franchise and a network marketing? Because to me, it's nothing. You still could franchise and own McDonald's, and really, you own the building, but you still don't own McDonald's. You just own that location. which to me, everybody owns their own online store. You're just the distributor that gets the products, So to me, it's the same. If that can be respected, I don't know why network marketing wouldn't either. So, but it's just the brain cell. And it's also because I will say, not every business was always a good business. So that's just the same with anything in life. There are some companies that were bad, that were pyramid schemes. This one is not. This is legitimate. This company has been around for going on 17 years now, debt free. Our CEO, they have very, very high integrity. I trust them. Basically, you could say almost right now, I kind of trust them with my life because this is my main source of income to take care of my family. So I trust the decisions they're making to, be legitimate and be sound to where our company is going to grow and flourish. So I trust them. And some of y'all are new. Y'all don't necessarily know them. You've never heard them speak before, but I promise y'all, I wouldn't say skeptical, but I'm not easily sold. So just when I joined, I wasn't just all hands down, yes, this is the best thing ever. No, I started believing in the products a little bit more. I still have my skepticism about some things at first. Opportunity, it was like so. I saw some people making money, but when I really understood that it's not the opportunity, it's the person. Then when I understood that also that Mark really cared, then I realized it was real. And I had to hear that for myself. But, I just want you guys to understand that it's just, I guess I'm going to call it an uphill battle. And, I was listening to something earlier, and one girl who knew somebody that was in this business didn't ever turn her head till she saw the person was making $38,000 a month. Y'all, when you think about that, why did a person have to make that much money for you to think that it was real? Like if she was making 10,000, you would think, dang, it's real. She making 5,000, it's real. No, it took her seeing 38,000 a month to decide that business was real. So I just want you to know there's going to be people. I have people in my circle that don't understand why I'm doing this. They don't understand the real why behind it. They just see what's on the surface, because even for some of y'all that might not be able to see it, it's so much bigger than what it is. But we got to get there. We can't really let the business do what the business can do until we're really making a lot of money. And when you're making a lot of money and you're able to give back to so many different causes, and when you're able to, get your family out of debt, when you're able to maybe pay your mama's bills, whatever it is you're doing, when you're able to just start changing the lives of other people, then it all makes more sense. But it takes you being successful. It takes you sticking it out. It takes you deciding to learn the skills to be successful, to, reap the benefits that this opportunity can offer. And like you said, yeah, people are it's just, you have to get over it. You can't worry about what other people think, because other people's opinions are not paying your bills. Other people's thoughts, if they knew a better way to do stuff in life, they would be doing it themselves, versus most people that you see have the same complaints. I'm in a group with over 260,000 people that are still struggling financially on Facebook. That means a lot of people don't know how to get themselves out of that. Everybody's in that group trying to get help. So they don't know. So when if I offer the opportunity to somebody in there and they're like, nah, that don't work. You don't know you're in this group and you need financial help. So how you going to tell me what works? That's how I feel, but I just keep it moving. And I know I have to show them this is what it is. And by me showing them means I'm going to be helping our team. I'm going to be helping you all. You all are going to make money, which is just when they see more people making money than just one person, it starts to become real. That's why we have to stick with this, because that's what it's all about. People believe you when you're serious and you stay with it. If you give up in 3 months, they'll be like, see, I told you it wasn't real. If you give up in a year, see, I knew that wasn't going to work. For me, I'm never going to give somebody that satisfaction to tell me I told you it wasn't going to work. Nah, boo-boo, it's going to work. And I told y'all if y'all know the story, my mom was very skeptical when I signed up. I'm not going to use her exact words right now, but she was like, that ain't going to work. Or when they realize that only product ain't going to do this or that, it's going to just be over. I'm like, okay, thank you. I needed that because I'm going to prove you wrong and I'm going to make this money and I am going to leave my job and I am going to be here for my kids. And that's what I did. So y'all just have to get over everybody and realize this business isn't a lottery ticket. You got to put the work in, but you can reap so much more. Be willing to learn these skills. Be willing to be misunderstood. Be willing to be talked about. People are going to unfriend you. People are going to block you. People are going to delete you. People are going to think you are crazy. But like they say, they still thought the person that came up with the little, what's it called, the little foam little noodle in the pool probably was crazy too. And they're probably rolling around in billions now because everybody uses those things. So it's okay to be different. It's okay to walk the path less traveled. But just be willing to learn the skills so eventually you'll be able to back it up and nobody can say anything to you because they'll be like, you know what, how do I get on your team? I need to join you because, man, you're out here changing lives. You're out here doing things, but you got to be willing to take that ride and go through what you got to go through to get to where you're trying to go. But our corporate call is about to start, but I am going to ask, does anybody have anything else they want to say? They want to interject? I see we have a couple of our leaders on too. If y'all do want to say anything.
I just want to say something.
Okay.
The main thing is just consistency. That's what people want to see, consistency. And I'm mad I didn't sign my LC today because I had a 4-day streak going on. But I still been messaging people every day. Follow up, post, be consistent.
Right. And that's Erica, y'all. Erica is an emerald and she's shooting for a diamond this month. So yeah, so she's been in the business. It's only been 6 months?
Since March.
So yeah, about 6 or 7 months. Emerald, maybe 8 months now. But yeah, still pushing for diamond in 8 months. That's not bad. That's pretty good. But you gotta stay consistent and you gotta just know that, you know, people are gonna believe what they believe. My mama says it all the time. I think she got it from Les Brown. A man convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. And you'll learn you can't make people believe stuff that they don't want to believe, but you got to just keep working and prove them wrong. And then they finally see it and they can't say nothing about it. Even with the products, people can have their products don't work. Okay, go lose 20 pounds with the products. And then they can't say nothing to you. That's just what you got to do to shut people up. Just be a product of the product. You know, be consistent with your business because any business takes time. Y'all want to earn, like I said, 6 figures, $1 million. That ain't supposed to happen overnight, and that ain't easy. Let's say 15% of the USA averages 6-figure dual household incomes. 15%. We're not just talking about this business. In USA, 15%, 85% of people do not, but you can. You can be a 6-figure earner if you want to with this business. It's possible, but you just got to keep going. You got to prove people wrong. You can't let them stop you or yourself stop you. Did anybody else want to say anything? Well, we got 3 minutes to close. Okay, Kanita.
Just real quick. A lot of times, you know, that people are just so clueless and they just say whatever and they don't have no idea of what they're saying. And don't let it upset you. Don't let it get mad if they come to you some negative. They have some off the wall thing to say. Most people just need to be educated. You need to educate them on what it is. You know, you need to correct them, and you know, because a lot of people will assume. Okay, I'm gonna use the wraps for example. They would assume the wraps is water weight, and you just need to basically educate them. Actually, you need to drink water, so it's not water weight. You know, so you want to just let people know and just not get so mad when they come with something off the wall crazy on your post. Just educate them, and that's really what our job is to do, is to educate them. You don't have to try to convince them, you know, get in this big old spiel. Just educate.
Right, and one thing to back up what Kanita says, that means if you're going to have to try to, you know, tell somebody why something works, you need to be educated on product. That's where a lot of people drop the ball. You know, we're not doing our own due diligence, and therefore we don't know when people say stuff to us or we give wrong information. Do your part. Learn the product. Learn what you need to learn. Therefore, when people say stuff to you, you are good to go. And you know, you have something to say back to them. But anybody else have something to say?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I just want to say this really, really quick. This is my 3rd year being in It Works, and this is the first year that I have not quit in the middle of the year. This is keto, by the way. But I will tell you that the biggest thing that you have to do, everything that Terry is saying is true and right, but the biggest thing you have to do is get over yourself. If you get over you and killing the thoughts in your mind of what you've created about what this business is, what you want to do, and all this other stuff. If you kill that stuff in your head, you can do this. That's your number one battle. If you kill the stuff in your head, you got this.
Right.
Everything that Terry just said is an additive, but if you don't face the man or woman within, everything outside of you, it doesn't even matter. If you defeat that negativity of, oh, I don't feel like it, the negativity of what are they going to think, the negativity of I'm not good at talking to people and all this stuff, you kill that. Every time it rises up, if you just do the opposite, just do it. Don't even think about it. Just do it. You'll win. And that's all I wanted to say. I had to get there.
Right.
Because I'm an old head, so I'm y'all. Pretty much everybody on here is probably younger than me. I think Erica is the only one probably closest to my age. But if I got that old school stuff that I have to fight in my head. So, y'all really helped me. I know a lot of my friends and people that are around me are like, they're all younger than you and you're blah, 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 blah. But what they don't understand is that I am retooling and I'm reschooling myself by being around y'all because y'all teach me a whole lot. So I just want to just say that. Now I know we got to go.
Right.
But I'm done.
All right. Well, if anybody has any other comments, questions, concerns, I'm going to post this on the team page and you can comment right under there. And then next week, we're going to do chapters 2 and 3 because 2 was super short when I recorded. It was only 6 minutes. So I'm going to record them both again tonight. But tune into the family call and then we'll just go from there and get our week started. All right, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed that. And I will talk with y'all soon.